I'm going to just do the arteries and veins of the cat. These are the facial veins. This is the transverse jugular. This is the external jugular on each side. I'll go ahead and do carotids. These are both common carotid. Now I'll skip down to the heart. At the heart you have the aortic arch. The branch furthest to the left is the left subclavian artery. Then you have the left common carotid artery, right common carotid artery, and brachiocephalic artery. For veins, you have the superior vena cava. Then you have the ventral thoracic artery and vein. Then it goes into brachiocephalic here. You have subclavian, which branches off of there. The jugular, and off the jugular you have the transverse scapular, which goes to the back to the scapula. Over here, off of the brachiocephalic, you have the jugular, the Tracy, what's the one that's right underneath the subscapular? Thyrocervical
artery.
Then here we have the subscapular again that goes to the back to the scapula. Here you have the subclavian that turns into axillary after the rib cage, turns into brachial, which turns into ulnar, radial, and then median cubital, which connects the both of them. On the back of the arm you have cephalic, azygos.
Ooh, I just heard his back pop.
Okay, azygos comes down from the heart, makes a little U-turn, and goes down. Can you see? Down the backbone. After the diaphragm, let me turn him back around again. I'm sorry, Crunchy. You have the descending abdominal aorta. The first branch is going to be the celiac trunk, which goes to the stomach, the gallbladder, pancreas, spleen. I missed one.
You said stomach, gallbladder.
Stomach, gallbladder, pancreas, spleen.
And, oh my goodness.
Liver.
Gallbladder, pancreas, spleen, liver.
I was like, it's that big, black, nasty
Then
looking thing.
after you have the celiac trunk, then you have the superior mesenteric, which goes to the top part of the intestines. You have the renal vein and artery, the adrenal lumbar vein and artery, which would be right here if our adrenal gland was still attached to the kidney. Gonadal comes off of the renal. You keep going down and you have the descending aorta and the inferior vena cava. You get to here, and the one that connects to the bottom part of the intestine is the inferior mesenteric. Then you have iliolumbar. Then when you get to the V down here, you have on the vein you have common iliac vein, external iliac vein. Then after the deep femoral vein, it turns into femoral, gets to the knee, goes to the back of the knee, and is popliteal. Goes down the lower part of the leg, and it's the great saphenous. If you're talking about arteries, then it's a little different. You have the external iliac artery, the internal iliac artery on the inside. Median sacral is the little piece between the internal iliac and the external iliac artery, and extending from that would be the caudal, which goes down into the tail. Intercostals are all these little lines that are connecting to the ribs. You have arteries and veins there. And I think that's it.
Thanks, Crunchy.